Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Do you want a Sunday afternoon drive through central Paphos? Do you fancy that? Well, if you do, don't click off just yet. Join Mr. Paul as he goes on yet another adventure through central Paphos and takes you with him. There could be some crazy driving, there could be some calm driving. Who knows? Whatever's going to happen on the streets in downtown Paphos. But one thing's for sure, the sky is blue. The sea, I promise you, is very, very turquoisey blue indeed. And of course, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. That must mean one thing, all that is missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me, oh yeah, we're waiting especially for you. And while you're at it, why not smash that like, smash that subscribe button and keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels in and around Paphos. And of course, if there's somewhere that you'd like me to go, why not drop in the comments? And you never know, that video may be coming very, very soon, especially for you. On that note, there's two brand new channels on YouTube. One is called Cars and Me, and of course that is me on my car adventures as I buy them and I sell them, make a couple of bob, and more often than not lose a couple of bob as well. So why not go and hunt us down on YouTube, or do it the easiest. Sorry about that emulation, by the way. These are the roads in and around Paphos and of course in and around the world. But anyway, why not go through to our About page where you will see one or two little links. One's the Buy Me a Coffee link. If you choose to gift us a coffee or two, we thank you from the bottom of our two hearts. Of course, there's a link there for Cars and Me, and that will take you through to the episodes as I, well, go on my travels with cars, like I'm saying. We've got a body shop, we've got a mechanic, so slowly but surely a little archive of videos will appear and you guys will be able to enjoy the fun and the games. There's also a link to Marika's brand new channel, which of course is Marika and You. And of course, she'd like you to get involved. Drop in the comments what do you want to know. Do you want about her makeup routines, her fashion routines, her dresses, her wardrobe, her life, those kind of things. It's all about Marika and You. So please go and hit that subscribe button and get ready for the adventures, which will take place on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday, 8 AM if you're watching from the UK, and of course 10 AM Cyprus time. Like I say, the episodes will appear on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday, and exactly the same time, 8 AM UK time, 10 AM Cyprus time, on the little channel known as Cars and Me. And we do thank you very, very much for taking that time and that effort to watch our little adventures. We really, really do. Andrea, can I ask you what's going on? I think you're probably relaxing by the pool in the Kissos Hotel, isn't it? Because these lights always seem to be on red, especially when Mr. Paul is driving around central Paphos. Now, these traffic lights I could have gone through, by the way, because of course there are no traffic cameras taking pictures of us and making us, well, abide by the rules. And you may have noticed around here there's lots of these little metal poles on the pavements, and that's to stop us from parking on them. I don't know why, because you may have noticed not many people walk on the pavements. It would just relieve the congestion and allow us to park for free. I think there's the clue. The municipality wants us to go into their car parks. They want us to download the very, very smart app and allow us to hook up our credit cards to it and of course give them some spondoolies. Anyway, there you go. Rant is over for the day. Sit back and relax as Mr. Paul takes you on a rather quiet drive in and around central Paphos. We're heading up towards the Masoi Road, and yet again the traffic lights are on red. A frustrated Mr. Paul driving around in a nice, reliable, honest car, by the way. What car do you think it is? Drop it in the comments. It's my favourite brand, although I don't buy them very often. Well, not for my personal use, but it is a good little car. It's got one of these strange gearboxes where you have to use your left hand yes, there you go. What's wrong with an automatic car? That's what I want to know. Clever people buy automatic cars, don't they? Like the girl in charge of the show, our Dame Anne. She's got very, very wise indeed and bought herself an automatic, and she now understands that it is the greatest experience in the world. And of course, she's coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed. I know she's tuned in to the little channel known as Cars and Me, and of course she's tuned in to Marika and you as well. So don't forget the names, Marika and Me, that's this channel, Cars and Me, that's my channel, and Cars, and of course Marika and You, and that's of course Marika's channel with you guys. And we do thank you from the bottom of our two hearts for supporting us and for sticking with us. And if you'd like to gift us a coffee or two to keep us afloat, to keep making our little videos, especially for you guys, why not go and hunt us down on that Buy Me a Coffee platform. You can gift us a coffee on any of the channels, and of course we do thank you very, very much indeed. Of course, on Marika and Me, you can become a superstar member starting off at only €10 a month. Slowly but surely that facility will become to the other two channels, and you'll have special promotions and gifts that will be given away especially for you. Audi TT, what do you think of those cars? Not a bad car, but renowned as a hairdresser's car, isn't it? But I quite like them. I think they're quite a nice car. That's the original Audi TT, which kicked off in 1999, if I remember correctly, with a 1.8 litre turbocharged engine, and then there was a four-wheel drive version, and then later on they added a 3.2 litre V6, didn't they, as well, with quattro four-wheel drive. And I've driven a few. Quite a good car. But of course it's only based on a Volkswagen Golf, so why waste all that money? Why not just buy a Volkswagen Golf? And well, what was that advert? Should have bought a Golf. Yeah, probably one of the greatest cars in the world, by the way. Lots of cars around us. What have we got next to us? A BMW, is it a 4 Series? That's a 4 Series coupe, yes. There's one or two from about, you know, yeah. And there's one been bought, no, so it's an 8 Series Grand Coupe, yes. But there's a chappie in downtown Wiltshire, he's bought himself a rather nice blue one, by the way, a 4 Series Grand Coupe. Big shout out to Sir the Chrissy, yep, Chrissy 59, desperately wanting to be Chrissy 69. He's coming back to Paphos very, very soon indeed, and we're looking forward to sitting down and chewing the fat at the King's Restaurant. And that's where you're going to find us if you're looking for us, by the way, right at the entrance to the main harbour area where all the restaurants start. The first one on the block is the King's Restaurant, and that's where you're going to find myself, Mr. Paul, and of course the Misochin Graciviala booth. And we'll be waiting, especially for you guys, to come on, pull up a chair, order yourself a drink, and let's chew the fat. So, Missouri Avenue on a rather quiet day, because of course all the shops are closed. Yeah, we're not in mainland Europe, we're in Cyprus, Europe. Shops don't like to open on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday, never mind a Saturday and a Sunday. Oh no. Do you fancy a spa? Well, there you go. If you want one, on the right hand side, C-Tech, I think is how you pronounce it, spa is operated by a British gentleman, and he's the gentleman I bought my Jaguar off, by the way. Perhaps I should go and have a word with him, although it's not his fault, is it, that it had some incompetent mechanics working on it. And it appears at the moment I've got an incompetent mechanic as well. Never mind, I might take it somewhere else, you never know. So if you're curious to know about Purdy the Jaguar, I've had some nice little parts from one of our superstar family members, great friend of mine, and of course that is Lord of the Lee. They're in downtown Ironapa as we speak, by the way. He's grabbing the hand of Lady Vicky, and of course he's got a couple of princesses with him as well, Princess Layla and Princess Kaylee. Of course her partner in her crimes, Sir Jack, is there, and of course Princess Layla's got her best friend with her, Princess Lily. And it was a great honour to accompany you on your big birthday, and we thank you very, very much indeed. We wish you a spectacality of a holiday indeed, a safe trip back to South Wales, and I'll look forward to picking you up from the airport in December and having a party weekend, shall we say. So, Missouri Avenue. What can you get on Missouri Avenue? Mega Electric if you want anything electric, and you can also buy a car or two. Do you fancy a BMW or a Nissan? Well, you pop into Pilacutus and they'll make sure that you get a good deal. Well, probably not. You've also got Onyx luxury cars. If you want a Rolls Royce or something like that, you just pop into there. Sports Direct if you want a brand new blue t-shirt or a brand new blue pair of sports shoes, yeah? All the things are going on in downtown Paphos. All that's missing is you. Here comes on a man on a little bike. He's in a big, big hurry. Luckily, he's got a crash helmet on, so if he does get himself into trouble, hopefully he'll get to live another day. But I warn you now, if you are driving in and around Paphos, not just Paphos, by the way, the whole of Cyprus, there are little mobile camera vans that park up, taking pictures of you, and they're not taking selfies, no, they're checking your speed and the legality of the car that perhaps you are driving around in. So stick to the speed limit. Predominantly, it is 50 kilometers an hour, but they're quite generous. They allow you to go to 60 kilometers an hour. So in English money, that's 30 miles an hour. And of course, it'll allow you to go to about 35 miles an hour before they take that selfie of you and then pop it in the post with your fine. Yes, exactly. That's how it works. Let's keep on going up the Masoi Road and head towards Masoi, and then perhaps we might even venture a little bit further and head up towards Tala. On that note, a big shout out to a gentleman in downtown Nice in the south of France. If your name is Lord Ronaldo and you've got your very own little beauty, yeah, all the way from downtown in France, Lady Sylvie, we're waiting for you to get back on a big bird and come back to Paphos. And we'd like to entertain you in the Paphos harbour. But I tell you what a spectacality of a day indeed. August has arrived with a bang. The temperature's gone down a little bit, if you're curious to know, about 33, 34 degrees, which is about perfect. But of course the humidity is still lingering in the air, around about 75 to 80%. And of course that is what makes us feel hot and uncomfortable. Ooh, look, Atlas Coffee Shop is coming up on the left-hand side. One of my favourite places to go for a coffee. I go there every single morning because I do believe that it's the best coffee in the whole of Cyprus. So if you are in this area, perhaps you might want to pop in for a coffee. If you go to the right here, by the way, by the Papa Antonio Bakery, you'll go up towards, well, Tremathusa first, and then you'll head up into the hills of Tala. And a lot of people like Tala. A lot of people have got homes there, of course, holiday homes, and a lot of people like to go and have a chilled out holiday. And on that note, I've told you before, if you do find somewhere and you're not sure about it, why not drop it in the comments? Give us a little bit of information about yourselves, what kind of holiday that you want. Do you want a chilled out holiday? Do you want an action-packed holiday? And we'll tell you if we believe that that place could be that special place for you. And you never know, I might even do a drive-by, but I promise no shooting. Anyway, here we go. We're heading up into the hills above Paphos, heading in the direction of Tala. So don't click off just yet. And of course, if you do like what you see, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness as I take you on my travels in and around Paphos on a spectacality of a day indeed. Who can we say a big shout out to? I know. We'll say a big hello to some superstars who've just gone back from Cyprus. They're now in rather colder weather in downtown Glasgow. Big shout out to Sir David and of course his very own blonde beauty, Lady Deborah. She doesn't like Lady Debbie because she thinks Lady Deborah sounds that little bit more posher. And she is a very posh lady indeed. And I'll bet you there's a young lady sitting there right now pondering, will her name be mentioned? She doesn't want it mentioned, but she does want it mentioned. Big shout out to Princess Millie, yes. And hopefully you will be getting on a big bird next year and coming back to downtown Paphos. And we do thank your mum and dad for being superstars, and we thank them for joining us on one or two occasions in the King's Restaurant in the Paphos Harbour. When you come back, don't forget to come and hunt us down again, because we would love to see you all again very soon indeed. In the meantime, enjoy your trip to Tenerife, and we hope you have a great time walking along the Golden Mile. And you never know, one of these days we may get on a big bird and jet into downtown Tenerife as well, because it is a fabulous, fabulous place. There's many great resorts, isn't it, all around the world. Tenerife is one of them. Paphos is another. Ayia Napa, yeah, the list goes on and on. So drop in the comments, where's your favorite place? And perhaps if you've not been to Paphos before, like Sir David and Lady Deborah, why not drop it in the comments, send us an email, and we'll convince you that you should come to Paphos, and they're going to come back again, again, and again. We're in the hills above Paphos. We're going to go a little bit further, and then we're going to take a right and head into the village of Tasada. Yeah. The weather up here, by the way, is a little bit cooler because it's above the humidity line. So when you're walking around, perhaps if you're doing your garden or those kind of things, when you come back to Paphos, like Sir Ronaldo, I'm pretty sure he'll be pontificating about this weed and that weed, and I'm pretty sure that Lady Sylvie will be sitting on their terrace looking at their view, and it is quite simply a view to die for. Over the hills, over the treetops, straight into the blue Mediterranean Sea, overlooking downtown Cape of Paphos. I tell you what, they've got a view that's quite simply worth dying for. So this is Tasada. Let's take a right, and you never know, we might even do a drive-by of a certain gentleman's house, but we promise there will be no shooting. That's for sure. This is the kiosk, which has always been here since I've been in Cyprus, which is 16 years, but it's had a full refurb, and it now looks quite modern, and hopefully their shelves are stacked with little gifts all waiting, especially for you guys. So this is Tasada, by the way. Lots of properties up here. There's apartments, there's villas, yeah. So perhaps one of them could be that perfect place for you if you're looking for that home in Cyprus. And of course you get some slightly cooler weather, well, humidity, shall we say, and you do get some great views down to that blue Mediterranean Sea. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you like what you see, don't forget, hit that like, smash that subscribe, and please keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness. I thank you for your company, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed. Please don't forget the two new channels, Cars and Me, and of course please don't forget Marika's channel, Marika and You. The easiest way to find them is to use the links on our main information page on this little channel, which of course is Marika and Me. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed.